Hi, I'm Senator Tom Harkin. During my time in Congress, no issue has been closer to my heart than making it possible for people with disabilities to be fully participating members of our society, living in their own homes, getting a good education, going to work and paying taxes, and just like everybody else. That's why I was the chief Senate sponsor of the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990, as well as the sponsor of the ADA Amendments Act in 2008. You know, when we passed the ADA, we said that every individual with a disability deserves 4 things: equal opportunity, full participation, independent living, and economic self-sufficiency. But there's a prerequisite to realizing these 4 great goals. Individuals with disabilities need and deserve real choices about where and how to live their lives. Specifically, they need the choice of living in their own communities, among family and friends, rather than having to live in a nursing home or other institution. Now, clearly, the majority of individuals who use Medicaid, long-term supports and services, prefer to live in the community. I think of my nephew Kelly, who became a paraplegic after an accident while serving in the United States Navy. The Veterans Administration has for years paid for his attendant services. This allows Kelly to get up in the morning, go to work, operate his own small business, pay taxes, and be a fully contributing member of our economy and society. That's what every person with a disability wants and deserves. And that's true of people with intellectual disabilities as well as physical disabilities. It is the minimum that we should demand for every American. And that's what Iowa's new Money Follows the Person program is all about. It helps Iowans with intellectual disabilities to move out of institutional settings and into home and community-based living arrangements, either by themselves with necessary supports or with family or friends. It allows them to live more independent lives right in their own communities. If you have been living in an intermediate care facility, you may well be eligible for the extra supports you need to start living on your own in the community of your choice. If a family member or a loved one is in this situation, I urge you to look into Money Follows the Person program on their behalf. With appropriate community-based services and supports, we can transform the lives of people with disabilities. They can live near family and friends and not strangers. They can be the neighbor down the street, not the person warehoused down the hall. Iowa's Money Follows the Person program is already proving its worth, offering choices, creating opportunity, transforming lives. Take a look at what that journey has been like for people just like you. Listen to their stories, and then make up your mind whether Money Follows the Person is for you. This is Senator Tom Harkin. Thank you.
My name is Casey, and I am 29 years old. I play basketball. I try to get a team going, play one-on-one. And if I can't do that, I'll just play by myself. And I'm usually the one that on my team actually scores the most free points. You have more freedom. You will learn the stuff what I've been learning, like learning how to, everybody takes turns with learning how to pay the bills and stuff. My storeroom job, I take the carts to places, like dropping them off. You name it, we do it. And also when it's raining or snowing really bad, we stack chemicals, or we sweep, we take out trash. Since I found it out when I went to the community, I got to do stuff that I never did before. Went to Kansas City to see rock and roll concerts. Ventureland, walk all by myself up there. Paula helps me like check up on me, see if I need anything. She helps me with the money, stuff like that. Whole bunch of stuff she helps me out.
Money Follows the Person Transition Specialist is a individual who assists persons from moving from institutions, and then once we identify an area, kind of putting a plan together on how that person could move to the community they choose and how they can work with the providers they choose so that the move can happen. The steps of the Money Follows the Person process is really when the person living in the institution identifies to us that they want to move to the community. And that can come from an individual, a family member, guardian, a CPC. Once we get the referral, it's a matter of meeting with the consumer living in the institution and talking to that person about communities that they would choose to live in. If they have a guardian, meeting with the guardian and the consumer, talking about the choices that they have available, what the needs of that person are, how we could provide services to that person to address any needs and wants that that person has, and then finding service providers that the family and the consumer feel comfortable working with, and then really putting the plan together and helping that person access those services so that the transition can go to the community.
I'd like to have my own room, my own space. Because me and Jack shared a room. Someone that came out here, we had our own rooms.
I've helped JR and Jackie with taking them shopping to purchase bedroom sets and furniture for their house. We went garage selling and found furniture. Since there's 4 of them that live here in the house, they kind of decided individually who wanted to purchase what so that they weren't buying the same things. And their work was pretty much set up for them here, beginning the organic farming business, so they knew they were both going to have jobs here. And getting, I guess, just basically their support staff, their services in place.
We buy our own groceries. Now I got a food stamps, now I can go buy my food when I want it. Director brings the food. One time we get special food, it's on a Saturday. But here we can cook anything we want, eat what we want.
Not down there.
We can go out more places, we can go outside more. We can walk around like we can have our own private time. It's nice to have a cat and a dog just to be around. When we first moved, we starting the seeds for the vegetables. When they grow, we pick them and then we sell them. We go to farm markets. Tomatoes, okra, hot peppers, sweet peppers, the bell peppers, and the eggs we always take with us. We got a lot of people that buy eggs from us.
I believe everybody's needs can be met in the community. I think everybody should have the opportunity to leave an ICFMR with the right supports.
I'm proud that when I moved out here, I had a few problems, but I've got to be entrustful to the staff and trusting the staff and being able to get to where I can talk to people and not be afraid of people. Because when I moved out here, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I stayed in my room. and didn't talk to anybody, but now I can go up there and feel that I can talk to somebody without somebody talking down on me or telling me I did something wrong.
When we're working with people moving out of ICFMRs, those individuals need to understand, and we work with them on this, that it is a process. That part of the process that we use is to ensure that their safety, health, and welfare needs are addressed prior to the move, that supports are in place that will meet their needs, and that anybody can move to the community with the right supports in place.
Before I moved, I got a tour here, got to meet my roommates, got to meet the staff, and got to stay overnight. Need to go see how well. Now that I live on my own, my favorite things to do are shopping, listening to different kinds of music, and being on time for school. Now I get to see my family for holidays and be able to go home more. They've helped support me if I needed something. They'd be right there to help me get it.
If a person is interested in the Money Follows the Person program, if they're interested in leaving an ICFMR, or if they have a family member or a ward that is interested in doing that, then they need to contact a specialist in Money Follows the Person, and even if it's just to talk to them and get more information about the program so they have a better understanding what the options are.
A lot of my concerns were, I just hadn't heard of it before, and I found it on the internet and I thought, oh, this sounds really neat. We did a lot of emails, and the transition specialist and I visited back and forth, and I thought, boy, I just don't see anything wrong with this. It sounds really good to me. My advice to someone would be to get a hold of Money Follows the Person and go from there. I mean, they've just really been a lot of help for us. So hopefully this is going to be a wonderful thing for a lot of people. No, I would think it would be great for anybody.
That's why we have this, because help us get on our own. I like it.
Hello, I'm Charlie Krugmeyer, Director of the Iowa Department of Human Services. This program is designed for people who are eligible for Medicaid and who have lived for more than 6 months in a care facility for persons with mental retardation. MFP provides financial and personal assistance in setting up a new and more independent life for persons with disabilities. The choice to participate in this program is entirely voluntary, and you can decide not to continue at any time. I invite you to explore how the MFP program can help you or a family member.
Stop.